Okay, let's go ahead and cover the last region that we're going to cover, which is the Empire States. Before we start that, I'd like to demonstrate the wearing of a headscarf. If I was going to travel to, let's say, Saudi Arabia or Oman or Yemen, then I would want to bring a headscarf and wear that in public places. And usually women don't go about alone either, so I would be accompanied by at least one male person in public places. It's cultural, and so I would want to follow the cultures of the place that I'm visiting. I always like to do that, and also it's best to learn and absorb, because that's really why I like to travel and go somewhere. The idea isn't to bring my culture to someone else, which I do share my culture if someone comes and visits me and wants to understand my culture better. But of course, when I go somewhere else, I want to absorb. And so the best way to do that is to listen and learn. And so a headscarf is the Arabic word for headscarf is hijab. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate how I would use this. It covers the hair. Like this. So that's the wearing of a headscarf, hijab. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the two empire states. And we have gone over a little bit of the history of both Turkey and Iran, because these are two empires that are very important in the history of this realm, this entire realm. So again, Turkish people speak Turkish. They don't speak Arabic. Many, many, many Sunni people do speak Arabic, but Turkish people do not. They speak Turkish. Also, Irani people, they speak Farsi. Now, Irani people also are Shia, so that's the minority sect. So we had said that Sunni is the majority sect. About 85% of people in the world that are Muslim are Sunni, and about 15% then are Shia, and they speak Farsi and usually, and this sect originates from Iran. So this is the Persian Empire, an ancient empire that predated the Ottoman Empire. So the Ottoman Empire really was the one that really spread Islam for roughly 1500s to the 1900s, when World War I happened, and where the Ottoman lands were seized and Ottoman Empire shrunk back into Turkey. Turkey is a beautiful, beautiful ancient place. And this Ankara is a very ancient culture, this area in the middle of Turkey. And Istanbul was once Constantinople, and this was the site. Also, there's a Christian history here, because when the Pope split in Europe, we had discussed what happened with in Christianity when there was it was Catholic and the Pope split, and then there was a split in the church where Protestants were actually split off from Catholicism, and then there's the Protestant Christian religions that originated. But this is where the Eastern Pope was located, in Constantinople, and this became a religious tradition that's also Christian and very much like Catholicism, but it's Eastern Orthodox. And this bridge also is a site of travel. And again, we had that Silk Road, the travel that goes right across, so there's this big contact, and it's really the gateway between this realm and the European realm. And this little bridge here has been traveled, and it has just an astonishing history of conflicts and seizures back and forth. This area is known as Thrace, just across from Turkey here is Thrace, and Macedonia. And really it's been seized and owned back and forth by many, many different peoples. But always the Turkish people here. And again, the empire had extended way into Europe and North Africa. The Ottoman Empire really extended very greatly also this way. So this, the Turkish people have quite a history, you know, in this realm and in Europe. Ataturk is known as the father of Turkey, and really Ataturk began what is known as modern Turkey today, really modernized and brought it into its progressive state that it is today. Politically very progressive, Turkey is, and actually there's been talk about Turkey entering the European Union, which may happen. Very modern, very progressive, and yet very Turkish, retaining of Turkish culture. So that's the beauty of Turkey, is this amazing culture that is so, the history is so extensive and so rich, and it's so central to Asia and Europe and Africa. It's right in the middle there. So Anatolia is the center region of Turkey. Just incredible food, incredible products that come from there, cottons, just clothing. It's an amazing place.